7 of the Anzcar Monday Night Truck Series, brought to us by 131 Rock Web Radio. We're here tonight at Martinsville Speedway, and it's the V8 Supercar champion Shane Van Gisbergen leading them away from the start of this restart, which actually took place on lap 21. And you can see Matt Danson and Mitchell McLeod fighting it out there for second place. Shane Van Gisbergen liking to lead away there, keeping his nose clean and keeping out of trouble with being chased down by the usual series regulars there, one of those being James Robbie, being pursued there by Daryl Hockey. Nicholas Walsh, another one of those, running quite well in the early stages up there in the midfield positions. And you can see Steve Hoppett there alongside that number 8 truck of Adam Sampson. Just coming up there to be lapped now by Van Gisbergen, not afraid to go 3 wide and pursued by Mitchell McLeod. Matt Danson just managing to squeeze through there as well. It was a battle that went on race long, as you see Steve Hoppett just pop an engine there. I think that was his first of 2 motors that he managed to pop during that race. And you can see there Walsh just managing to get past him there, and Michelle Callow wisely taking the outside. Van Gisbergen continuing to lead away there with Mitchell McLeod hot on his heels. Danson just biding his time there back there in 3rd place, while Daryl Hockey and Liam Kerr continue to run solidly at the back end of the top 10. See there, Kerr running a little bit wide and Hockey getting down the inside there and making a clean pass of it. Kerr not allowing him to get away with it, however. They're getting into each other. Not that you notice too much more damage on those 2 trucks if you have a look at those. Almost looked like a little bit of netcode contact there that finally settled that issue in favour of Hockey. McLeod getting up onto the back of Shane Van Gisbergen using that aggressive style he's so well known for, braking nice and late there but just running a little bit wide. They just sort of pick their way through the traffic. You can see McLeod there and probably Maxfield just working their way through that lap traffic as Van Gisbergen continues to pick his way through. A lot of trucks here, 27 truck field starting here at Martinsville, so plenty of opportunity for Shane Van Gisbergen to show his skill weaving through some of that slower traffic. TJ Brown was running well there. He ran fairly solidly all night actually, just running there, going a lap down to Shane Van Gisbergen, but that was all to change much later on. You can see Van Gisbergen there just pulling his way past some of the slower traffic as Todd Maxfield spins it around on his own, brings out a caution. And on the restart, the top 3 resumed as they were, with James Robbie and TJ Brown there just keeping a watching brief just behind them. Daryl Hockey getting his nose in there, managing to show that damage he's got isn't slowing him down too much, so an excellent effort from him. See the 777 truck there of Nicholas Pratt just going around, one of several solo spinners during the course of the evening. And you've got 17 there, Shane Witt running alongside Terry Humphreys, who ran low early but actually wound up with a pretty good finish. Simon Black, he was in the wars more than just about anyone else, and you could say that absolutely none of it was his fault as well. He got turned around on a number of occasions. He was reporting high oil temperature almost the entire way through the race, and how he managed to get it to the checkered flag was somewhat of a miracle, but he just continued to soldier on. Matt Danson and Mitch McLeod swapped positions a couple of times as the tyres reached various phases of wear, and TJ Brown there just getting a little bit of a tank slapper on and managing to slide around, but that was not the end of his night by any means. Caution that brought out sent the leaders to the pit lane. And on the restart, for some reason, nobody could really figure out why, but Shane Van Gisbergen actually dropped a lap, and Matt Danson very keen to take full advantage there, diving up the inside of new leader Daryl Hockey, as does James Robbie. Van Gisbergen fought his way back up into the lucky dog position, meaning as soon as the caution came out, he would make his way back onto the lead lap, and caution field duly obliged him. The caution came out with that incident there involving Simon Black and Mitch McLeod. So Van Gisbergen now back up on the lead lap, working his way past Robbie and past Hockey in order to get right back up on the back of new leader Danson. They didn't want to let him go though. They really wanted to try and tack onto his rear bumper if possible. And Simon Thomas, he had a really rough night. He was taken out very early on in an incident not of his own making, and did extremely well to continue to fight his way back up through the field. Unfortunately, he wasn't rewarded with the finish that his drive deserved. Walsh there having a bit of a spin as he came together with one of the other trucks, bringing out the caution once again. On the restart, this was the battle everybody wanted to see. Danson versus Van Gisbergen. Van Gisbergen there being super aggressive, looking down the inside. Not too much of an opportunity to finish that move though, as the caution came out once again. But on the restart, this battle was resumed, and they just did not stop for a number of laps, getting each one trying to cut down the inside of the other. Danson applying as much pressure as he can to the V8 Supercar champion. However, using all the judgment that comes with driving at the top level there to work his way past a couple of the slower cars, even when you're looking at 3 wide racing there. Danson not to be outdone, following him right through the holes that he's making on the traffic. Side by side as they were off the next restart, absolutely. Danson doing his best to hang on around the outside. Shane needing to use all his experience to keep him back there. And TJ Brown just managed to skittle hockey, and the poor unfortunate Simon Black got turned around again. But as we can see, they made the end. Now Danson ended up getting together with Hockey as he tried to work his way back through. And unfortunately for him, that was the end of his realistic challenge for the victory. James Robbie assuming the lead. Danson fighting his way back up through there, but all that really remained was for Shane Van Gisbergen to try and push his way back to the front, which he did when James Robbie made a mistake with approximately 10 laps to go. This is where things got a little bit confusing. We had a crash there for the 21 car, where the race finished under caution, and there was a little bit of confusion about when the race had actually finished, and we were unable to really figure out why iRacing decided to give both James Robbie in second place and TJ Brown in third a penalty. It was viewed many times over by the stewards. They couldn't really see why that penalty had been given by iRacing, and they were duly reinstated to those podium positions. So you're looking at Shane Van Gisbergen first, James Robbie second, TJ Brown in an excellent third place, and then moving down to Simon Black with an incredible making of the finish, back to Daryl Hockey and Matt Danson. Next week, bit of turning right as well. Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, or Mosport, as a lot of people actually know it. Be very interesting to see if Shane Van Gisbergen decides to join us again, but you can guarantee the regulars will be there. So enjoy.